Grace be unto you and peace from God our Father and from the Lord Jesus Christ. I was glad when they said to me, "Let us go into the house of the Lord." I'm Father Steve Sellers, and thank you so much for tuning in today for this brief daily message of hope. And my hopeful word to all of us today is remember to pay attention. When we go into the world today and see what's going on around us, let's really look. When we hear things going on around us, let's really hear them. Jesus said, "You have eyes, so see. You have ears, use them." Pay attention to what's going on around us. We only have one chance today, on this day, to interact with what's happening today. Far too many of us, and I point fingers at myself, waste time and forget to pay attention. We get wrapped up internally in the things in our own mind, and we just simply don't pay attention to all the things going on around us. The little song I played right at the beginning of this was written by a tremendous songwriter back in 1974, Harry Chapin, a tragic person. He wrote this song called "Cats in the Cradle" upon the birth of his son Josh in 1972. And the song is really about the dangers of not paying attention. He starts out by saying that his child arrived just the other day, came into the world in the usual way, but there were planes to catch and bills to pay. He learned to walk while I was away. The whole song is about him not paying attention as his child was growing. Now, he wrote this song after his first child was born. And he was projecting a future out that he said terrified him. He said, "This song scares me to death," because the danger of not paying attention to our children is that they grow up without any of the memories registering, and without us as parents or grandparents having an opportunity to help mold our children in the ways of the Lord. One of the verses in this song says, "My son turned 10 just the other day. He said, 'Thanks for the ball, Dad. Come on, let's play. Can you teach me to throw?' I said, 'Not today. I got a lot to do.' He said, 'That's okay.' And as he turned and walked away, his smile never dim. He said, 'I'm going to be like him.' You know I'm going to be like him." And you can predict the end of this song. He's an old man, and his son has no time for him. He calls his son up just the other day, said, "I'd like to see you." He said, "I'd love to, Dad, if I could find the time, but the new job's a hassle, and the kids have the flu, but it's sure nice talking to you, Dad. It's sure nice talking to you." And so when we waste time, we lose out on the precious things that the Lord brings into our lives. Children, grandchildren, nieces, nephews, cousins, children playing in the street, school children, the ones that are placed in our care as teachers or as coaches or as band directors. God brings children into our lives for us to pay attention to. Jesus says in Matthew chapter 18 how precious children are. He says in Matthew 18, verse 5, "Whoever welcomes a little child in my name welcomes me. But if anyone causes one of these little ones who believe in me to sin, it would be better for him to have a large millstone hung around his neck and to be drowned in the depths of the sea." He says we must humble ourselves and turn and become like children if we want to enter the kingdom of heaven. The fact is, we are God's children. He always pays attention to us. He loves us. He's with you today. He's never overlooked you for a moment in your life. He's there with you. And for the most part, we don't recognize his presence with us, but we can right now. Don't let this day go on much further before you recognize the Lord's presence with you, and ask for his help in recognizing the miracles that are walking around all around us, if we would just pay attention. And so I hope you have a blessed day today. Let's not become like the tragic Harry Chapin. He died tragically in 1983 when his son was just barely 10 years old, 1981 when his son was not even 10 years old. in a car wreck. And let's not be like that. And I know that in his life, he was not like that. This song scared him into paying attention to Josh, his son. Let us don't be afraid of the Lord. Let us pay attention to him. And so let him help us pay attention to those around us. We only have one chance today to do that. And let's don't miss out. God bless you. I hope you have a blessed day today, and I will see you here again tomorrow.